لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Good morning and welcome to webinar session of the Higher Education Virtual Expo 2021. With me today is Dayanko Hajasiti Hasra from UTB Registrar Office, and she will be presenting a topic on apply at UTB. There will be a 10-minute session for question and answer at the end of the session. You can type all your question at the chat area, and we will try our best to answer them at the end of the session. Now I will pass you to Juan Hajas Siti Hasra.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good morning to everyone. For today, I'm going to explain the entry requirements and the programs that we are offering for this coming admission, as well as the application process. So just a brief information on what is our university's vision and mission. And a little bit of milestone. As you can see, UTB was actually established in 1986. So there are some achievements throughout the years made by UTB, and there are a few more. This information you can also see in our prospectus, which you can find in our UTB website. Just to show the current standing of UTB in ASIA's University International, ASIA's World University Ranking, just for your information. And this is an aerial view of our campus. So there are 3 phases. Now, a little bit of information about the students. Now, let's move on to applications and admissions. Now, the admission processes. Well, applicants who fulfill the minimum entry requirements into our undergraduate degree programs of their choice, they are advised to make application through HICAS. That is also for both Bruneian and foreigners residing in Brunei. So you can go through the online application through the HICAS portal. Now, after that, once you have saved and submitted your application in the HICAS portal, please print it out and submit a hard copy of that application form together with a copy of your identity card, certified through copies of your academic certificates, perhaps other relevant documents to our office at the Staff and Student Center at UTB. And after that, you are also advised to make an online application at Apply at UTB. The link can be found in our website. Now, once again, just to remind, the complete set of application form together with all the copies of certificates and related documents are to be submitted directly to the university no later than 1 week after the closing date of HICAS. Now, there might be also international students applying for our program. So for international applicants, They are also advised to make online application through Apply at UTB. These are particularly for international applicants who are not residing in Brunei. Now, the general entry requirements. This is the minimum. So at least we require applicants to fulfill all the three requirements, that is to achieve at least a credit C6 in Malay language, O level, and also a credit C6 in mathematics at GCE O level, and also a credit C6 in English language, or IELTS score of 6.0, or a TOEFL score minimum 550. And these are, as you can see, we have put up the grades and the tariff points for you to calculate your tariff points. Now, Faculty of Engineering, they are offering undergraduate programs and also some graduate programs. But for today, particularly, I will be concentrating on undergraduate degree programs. So Bachelor of Engineering in Civil Engineering, first and foremost, the entry requirements, that is either one of the following. So students from A-level backgrounds, we would require the students to meet at least 240 A-level points, that is a minimum of triple Cs. So the subjects mentioned, we prefer the students to have maths at grade C or higher, and two relevant subjects, which you can choose from physics, chemistry, biology, and so on, as stated in the PowerPoint. Now, for students with international baccalaureate points, the Faculty of Engineering requires the students to attain a minimum of 28 points. And for students with higher national diploma background, that is a level 5, for civil engineering, we require a minimum GPA of 1.6 out of 3 and merit grade or higher in at least 60% of analytical modules. What are the analytical modules? Those are like maths, soil mechanics, hydraulics, and structures. Now, we would also be accepting mature applicants, but that would be dealt with on a case-by-case basis. Work experience or other qualification, we also look into that. That would also be decided on a case-by-case. Now we move on to civil engineering with structural. Slightly higher points. For this, we require a minimum of 280 A-level points, or simply BBC. And there are some subjects listed there. So among the three, it should include maths, and the other two might be coming from the subjects here: physics, chemistry, biology, for the mathematics, etc. For students with international baccalaureate, so they would require 30 points with minimum of 5 points in physics and mathematics at standard level, or 4 points at higher level. We also accept students from higher national diploma background. For this, there is a slight increase. That is a GPA of 1.7 out of 3. And also at least 70% of modules at merit. Mature applicants also may be considered on a case-by-case basis, and also for those with working experience and other qualification. Electrical and electronics. So in the end, after the third year, students may choose their majors either in electronic and communication or electrical power. For this program, they require the students to achieve a minimum of 220 A-level points, or simply CCD, and that three subjects should include mathematics and physics, and the other third subject could be chemistry, biology, design technology, computer science, thinking skill, accounting, and geography. Shall you not meet 220 points for 3 A-level? We require 180 for 2 A-levels, and that would be including mathematics and physics. For IB, we need 28 points as stated. Also, we accept students with higher national diploma background with a minimum GPA of 1.6 out of 3. And again, merit with 60% of the modules, especially the analytical ones, with grades merit or higher. Mature applicants or the ones with working experience or other qualifications may also be looked at and dealt with on a case-by-case basis. Now, Mechatronics, which is still under the electrical and electronic program area, they require 220 A-level points, which is simply CCD, or for 2 A-level subjects, 180, or simply BC. For international baccalaureate, they would require the students to achieve 28 points, and as stated, with subjects including physics and mathematics at standard level or higher. And then for students with higher national diploma are also considered. Minimum GPA points would be 1.6 out of 3. And also 60% of your merit modules at merit or higher. Mature applicants, those with working experience and other qualifications also will be entertained on a case-by-case basis. Now, for mechanical engineering, student would be required to attain minimum 240 points for 3 A-levels, or simply triple Cs. Or if you only able to find 2 A-level subjects, so it would require 180 points, that is a B and a C. For international baccalaureate students, they would be required to achieve 28 points, inclusive subjects in physics, mathematics, and chemistry. And for students from higher national diploma background, a minimum point of CGPA is 1.6 out of 3. And also 60% of modules at merit or higher. Mature applicants, the ones with working experience or other qualification as well, will be looked at on a case-by-case basis. Now, chemical. For chemical engineering, it also requires 240 A-level points for 3 subjects, including maths or further maths. The second subject could be a chemistry, and the third could be physics, biology, and computer science. Students with IB, they are required to attain 28 points. And students with higher national diploma background, they are required to achieve 1.6 out of 3 CGPA. Mature students and also the ones with working experience or other qualifications may be looked at on a case-by-case as well. So for Bachelor of Engineering, Honors in Petroleum, applicants are required to achieve 240 A-level points for 3 A-level subjects, and that would include maths or further maths, chemistry, and 1 relevant subjects, that is either from physics, biology, and computer science. Now, 28 points also for International Baccalaureate. And for students from higher national diploma background, a CGPA of 1.6 out of 3 is needed. And again, metro applicants and those with other qualification will also be looked at on a case-by-case basis. Now we'll move on. Yeah, what happens if you don't have enough points, especially for the engineering programs? UTB have what we call it satellite partners, which offers programs, which is an intensive 14 weeks program. So for the engineering and School of Design and School of Applied Sciences, we call it BRIGHT. So students who have successfully this BRIGHT program will be eligible for admission into the following degree programs. And for this particular program, for the BRIGHT, our satellite partner is the Kemuda Institute. So for 14 weeks, the students will be learning at Kemuda Institute. Now, how to apply? Application for BRIGHT is to be made through the respective satellite partner, which is Kemuda Institute. So if you're intending to apply for this program, please go straight away to Kemuda Institute. So here are some of the general entry requirements. Now, this is the specific entry requirements for certain programs. So for the chemical engineering, civil engineering, mechanical, mechatronics, or petroleum, students need to achieve 200 points for 3 A levels, or simply C, D, and D for the following subjects. As stated here, mathematics, physics, and subjects that are specified in the published entry requirement. I think you might find that out more information in Kemuda. And for students with IB, we would need the students to achieve 24 points. Now, different for electrical and electronics, slightly lower, that is 180 points for 3 A-level passes, or simply triple Ds, or 160 for 2 A-level passes, or that is a C and C. Students with IB points also can apply for this program for BRIGHT with a minimum of 24 points. Now, for product design, for students who don't meet the requirement for product design, they can join the BRIGHT programs first, and upon completion, successful completion, they may join. So what they need to achieve is 180 points for 3 A-level passes, that is a triple Ds, or 160 for 2 A-level passes, or a double C. They would also be required to provide a portfolio containing at least 10 pieces of drawings, and also a pass in interview. For the food science and technology, students may also join the BRIGHT program should they not meet the entry requirements in the beginning. So they would be required to attend, 180 points for 3 A-level passes, that is simply triple Ds, or 140 points for 2 A-level passes, that is a C and a D. And all this information you can also get from Kemuda Institute. So for the School of Business, they are offering a bridging program, BRIBUS, and the satellite partner would be International Graduate Studies College, IGS. And there are also several undergraduate degree programs and some graduate programs as well. Now, for all the Bachelor of Business programs, the entry requirement would be 200 A-level points for 3 A-level subjects, or simply C and 2Ds, or 180 points for 2 A-levels, that is a B and a C. For the subjects, you can look at the relevant subjects, so all the 3 A-level subjects should be coming from the listed subjects here. Students with IB background, they are required to achieve a minimum of 24 points. And for higher national diploma or advanced diploma background, they are needed to achieve at least an advanced diploma in business or ICT fields and with acceptable grades. Mature applicants also may be entertained, and that will be dealt with on a case-by-case basis. Now, for UTB SB program, these are for those who didn't meet the requirements stated before. So, if you have attained 140 points for 3 A-level passes, that is a D and 2 E's, or 120 points for 2 A-level passes, which is a C and an E, you may apply for this program. And upon your successful completion, you may enroll into the following program. Business program offered by the School of Business. For students with IB background, they need to achieve a minimum of 18 points, including the relevant subject stated. And to apply for this program, you are to make application straight away to the respective satellite partner, which is IGS College and also the HICAS portal. For any further inquiry, please email at admission.ug@utb.edu.pn. So the duration for this program is also similar to BRIGHT. It will be a 14 weeks intensive program. We move on to the School of Computing. School of Computing is also offering another bridging program, which we call BRICOM, but this time the satellite partner is Mechatronics International College, and there are a few undergraduate programs as well as some graduate programs. Now, the entry requirements. For these programs, for School of Computing, now, it's a little bit complicated. So for A-level subjects, you need 200 A-level points from 3 A-level passes, which is either one subject from Group A, 1, or 2 subjects from Group A2, or 2 subjects from Group A1, 1 for A2, or 3 subjects from Group A1. I will list down the subjects in a while in the next slide. So if you can't make it 200 points for 3 A-levels, if you attain 180 points with 2 A-levels only, that would also suffice, but subject to having the subjects from Group A1 and A2 as well. So for International Baccalaureate, we will need you to achieve a minimum of 24 points, which should include 1 subject from Group B1, 2 subjects from Group B2, or 2 subjects from Group B1 and 1 from B2. Also, the list of baccalaureate subjects will be listed later. For students from BDT, BTech, Level 5 Diploma, you may also apply for the program and will be considered as well with acceptable grades as specified by the school. And mature applicants also may apply for the program, and it will be dealt with on a case-by-case basis. Now, these are the subjects which I've mentioned. So please take note, the subjects for certain programs are different. So for computing, computer networking, and information security, please take note that for Group A2, the subjects are slightly different. For creative multimedia and digital media, there are more choices in the Group A2 subjects. And here also the subjects listed for the baccalaureate diploma. Now, this is the one I mentioned before, the bridging program, which we have with our satellite partner, Mechatronics International College. So, as stated here, upon the successful completion of this BRICOM program, the students can enroll into the following programs offered by the School of Computing and Informatics. And there are some general entry requirements stated here. Now for this, if you achieve 160 A-level points for 3 A-level passes, or D, D, and E, or 140 A-level points for 2 A-level passes, which is a C and a D, or an IB points of 20, then you can apply for this program. It is also similar to Bribus and Bright. It is a 14 weeks intensive program. And to apply for this program, you can simply go to our satellite partner, which is Micronet College, and apply through them. And you are also advised to apply for the program for this, for the bachelor degree program in HICAS portal. So for any inquiry, once again, please email to admission.ug@utb.edu.pn. We'll move on to the other school, School of Applied Sciences and Mathematics. Sorry. Now, they also offer bridging program, which is the same with, as I already mentioned before, which is Bright, which I've explained in programs for Faculty of Engineering. Okay. SASM, School of Applied Sciences, and SASM for short, are also offering undergraduate degree programs and some graduate programs. We'll go to the first, which is Applied Mathematics and Economics. For this, applicant is required to meet 180 A-level points in 3 A-level passes, or simply a triple D, or 160 A-level points in 2 A-level passes, or double Cs. For IBs, International Baccalaureate, you would be required to achieve minimum 24 points, and students with higher national diploma background are required to achieve a minimum CGPA of 1.6 out of 3. And certain merits as certain subjects, that is 60% at merit grades or higher. Those with working experience or mature applicants also may apply for this program, and to be decided on a case-by-case basis by the school. Now, the other program is Mathematical Finance. And for this program also, you would be required to achieve a minimum of 180 points for 3 A-level passes, or simply triple Ds, or 160 A-level points for 2 A-level passes, or that is a double C, or with for International Baccalaureate, you will be required to achieve 24 points for the subject stated with a minimum points of 5. Students with higher national diploma or advanced diploma background, you will be required to achieve 1.6 out of 3 CGPA points. And again, those with working experience, other qualifications, or mature applicants would be looked at and decided on a case-by-case basis by the school. The Bachelor of Science in Food Science and Technology. For this program, student is required to achieve 200 points, a minimum of 200 points for 3 A-level passes, or 160 A-level points for 2 A-level passes. For those with IB points, you are required to achieve a minimum of 20 points, 24 points. And for students with higher national diploma or advanced diploma background, a minimum CGPA point of 1.6 out of 3 is needed, with at least 60% of the modules are at grade merit or higher. Also, students with working experience and mature applicants would also be decided on a case-by-case basis. This is one of our new program, which is agrotechnology with minor in business. So this program,
Sorry, Panaja.
Mhm.
I think it's already 11:30. I will have to
Okay.
stop it here. We have to start with our question and answer session. So
We
for the first
started.
question, hello.
Hello, yes.
Yeah, okay. For the first question, there's a question from Faiza Morshidi. Uh,
Mhm.
what is the difference between 3 and 4 years program? Will the exams and assignments be crammed to cut short the extra year?
Well, actually, it is just a revised structure. So rather than having it 4 years, we are now moving it to 3 years. But then we are not jeopardizing any relevant subjects or modules which should be incorporated in the programs. So I think this has been thoroughly looked at, and I think it is already planned at its best for us to, I mean, at least the students would be provided with ample and sufficient knowledge and skills after the 3 years of studying at UTB.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that. The next question will be from Hafiz Zakaria. The question is, can BTech HND Level 5 graduates apply for computing courses in UTB?
For level 5 diploma programs, yes, definitely can apply.
Oh, okay. And then the next question is that from the Yanku Fariza Pangira Haji Wahab. For the Bright program, when will the 14 weeks course starts?
For the 14 weeks, I mean, maksudnya the next coming semester. So it will be sometime end of, normally we will start either end of July or the first week of August.
Okay, okay. All right. Another one from Afif. Um, he's asking, is there any possibility for a student graduate from IBTE, which is level 4, with excellent results, which is 4.0 GPA, to apply for undergraduate program in UTB? If yes, if it is possible, then will the application will be the same like others?
Mhm. Okay, I regret to inform for at the moment, students with a level 4 qualification would not meet our minimum entry requirements. We will still need the student, I think, to proceed or to enroll into a level 5 program before enrolling into our degree program. So perhaps it would be advisable for him to enroll into a level 5 program, which is maybe offered by Polytechnic Brunei.
Oh, okay. So basically, if he goes into apa tu, for example, polytechnic, for example,
Mhm.
or level 5, right? And then he
Mhm.
wants to go into UTB. Will that be also 3 years, or it will be cut into 2 years or so?
For at the moment, it will still be 3 years. Mm.
Ah, okay. So another question from Mukri Ali here. How about the Bright program? Is it similar with UniBridge?
It's different because UniBridge is run for one whole semester. What with for us, as I mentioned before in the PowerPoints, it is a 14 weeks intensive program. So 14 weeks only for the
Mm-hmm.
students to study all the modules. And after that, they will be given an exam and they have to pass. And if they pass all, and I think some of the requirements already stated in my PowerPoint. So if they meet and successfully complete the program, they can join our degree programs this admission, this July, August.
Oh, okay, okay. So, once the 14 weeks courses is completed, can the students still enroll the same academic year as those who successfully enroll for the degree program?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, okay. All right. Let me scroll into more questions. Yeah. One attendees ask, she's planning to take business, but she doesn't know what business course should she takes. I think that one they should just go to UTB, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Able to come to our expo open day on which is on the
24th of
24th February,
February. Yeah.
Wednesday. from 9 to 5. It will be held in our multipurpose hall at UTB.
Okay.
Yeah, for those who would like to seek on a one-to-one interaction, for more information, please come to our open day on the 24th of February.
Mm, okay. Another question. We have another 5 minutes. Yeah. Another question from Mary Chong. She asked, what's the difference between math and economics with mathematical finance?
Mean applied mathematics and mathematical finance.
Uh,
I think that can be answered, in detail by the school. Whereas if like looking into the title itself, for students who are more geared towards the maths and the applied economics, applied mathematics and economics, so I think that would be preferable for them to opt for applied mathematics. But for those who like more towards the finance, perhaps to choose the mathematical finance instead.
uh, okay, noted for that. And then one more question from Harisa Fadila. She asked the courses list for mechatronic and also electrical and electronic requirements. It was 220 points, and it also stated that math and physics must be grade C or higher. What if they've reached the point but we don't have any physics? Can they also use physics or physics O level to get in, or is it must to have physics A level?
Or for that particular, hold on. So for electrical electronic, for example, yeah, it is stated they have to have maths and physics. So if they don't have physics for their A levels, that would be, no chance for them to enroll into the program, because physics is really one of the main components for this program. The same goes to mechatronics. So the students still need to have A level physics.
Mm, okay, so they can't use their O level results then, yeah?
No, it won't compensate the A level.
Oh, okay, so it has to come from their A level.
Yes.
Okay. Um, so we have one more question lah ha.
Mhm.
Maybe let me check. Okay, from Hazim Maidini,
Mhm.
he asks, he is interested to do part-time PhD under engineering. What is the process to do that? And this can be, okay, yeah. What's the process to do that?
For graduates program, at the moment, we are currently opening application, which is until the 31st of March, 31st of March. So I think he can log in into our website and go to our apply at UTB. So there will be a link for postgraduate degree program. So he can simply make an online application through that
Uh,
apply at UTB.
okay. Okay, all right. Maybe it's almost time. It's almost time, so I will have to stop here. Thank you all for joining. Thank you, Panaja, for joining us. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining the session. The next session will start at 2 p.m. later. And that's all from us. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.